Morning, welcome to another weekly vlog. We're back, baby. Reaper. Hey, the vlogs are back. I figured it's getting a little bit easier with the baby to do things, whereas like the first like 2/3 weeks, mostly 2 weeks, was hard. I also am doing a lot better recovery wise, so I'm just so excited to jump back into work. I do this because it's not work for me. Like, I love everything that I do, but of course I have like a whole team behind me, so it is work at the end of the day, and I'm just so excited to start making content again. It basically, I feel like it helped me. I jumped back into it, I want to say week 2, so that was an adjustment, but then by week 3 I was pretty much like, okay, I want to feel good, so let's at least make content, which I was doing. Last week was week 4. I'm on week 5, and I actually see my OB tomorrow. I was originally supposed to be seeing my nurse, but she is not available this week, so I get to see my OB even though I see her again for my 6-week post-op update. So hopefully, since I see her tomorrow, I can get like a week early cleared. I don't know, but I really want to start working out again. Like, your girl is ready. I'm ready. Yesterday was a pretty rough day with Sailor, but I'm just ready for new days. Like, I just feel like I was really thinking about it, and I feel like I really don't get sleep. Like, I don't know what my days are at this point. I'm kind of just up throughout the night and then up throughout the day, sleeping when he's sleeping. Like, so right now he's actually sleeping. Thought I would start this vlog off, and then I'm going to nap while he's napping, but I thought I would show you guys my little man. This is my Sailor. Before you guys come for me about this situation, just don't, please and thank you. I'm literally right next to him all the time. Half the time he doesn't even stay in this little bouncer for more than like 20 minutes. I'm shocked that he's actually staying in it right now, but he has his bottle, he has his blankie, he's golden. I also think he's like half awake because he is drinking the bottle, so yep, look at him. I know he can hear me too, so yeah, he's a good baby. Anyway, yeah, this week doesn't have like too much. I actually have an event tonight. It's a dinner, actually, like an intimate dinner with Parachute Home, which I'm super excited. I'm actually going with Alex because she is also a brand ambassador for them, and yeah, so we're excited, but that is not until much later. And it's taking place at their Venice store location, so that is going to be really fun. I think they're basically just closing the store and then doing like a whole dinner for us. Originally I was gonna see how I felt and probably not gonna go because I thought that I was gonna be going by myself, but now that Alex got the invite and she is going, we decided to just go together, and I just feel like I deserve to go out without my Sailor for a couple of hours. Give me a moment. Anyway, I adjusted him. Hopefully he stays. Again, that's not until like super later. It's from 7 to 9, and I'm gonna head over to Alex's around 5-ish. My mom is gonna watch Sailor in the meantime that Randall gets home from work, because that's our only dilemma. Is like, obviously we're, yeah. So she's gonna watch him for basically that little time before he gets home from work. And yeah, then tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment and creating content all throughout. So we'll see. We'll see where the week takes us, but I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Mom life. Mom life. currently breastfeeding, which I definitely want to make a separate video on, like how my breastfeeding journey is going. A lot of you guys have been asking me about that, and I've seen videos on it as well, and I just think now that, thank the Lord, we are breastfeeding, and my milk supply is doing great. My supply and demand is doing phenomenal. I've definitely learned things throughout this whole month since he latched straight from the hospital. Again, God bless. So yeah, he's also doing bottles, as you guys saw earlier this morning. So yeah, thankfully he's been a great baby. He kind of fusses on the boob as of lately, but as you guys can kind of see, I also catch while he's on one side. I catch on the other side with my Haka pump, so that's phenomenal. I have realized that I should probably get another one of these, just because when I'm away, I will leak out of both at the same time sometimes. It's only happened a couple of times, but it's something that I've definitely learned. You just, you know, you breastfeed, then you know what I'm talking about. It's just it's all a learning curve. I've only been doing this for a little over a month, literally a month as of yesterday, so still learning, still, you know, getting the hang of things. Super happy that I'm able to breastfeed. Anyways, you guys can see I'm in a robe and stuff now. My hair's up. My mom came over, which she's been doing pretty much every day since Sailor was born, just not on the weekends anymore because Randall is here on the weekends. Obviously, you know, during the week he works and gets home not late, but just she comes over to help me be able to do things around the house. Early on, she was the one doing things around the house because of my healing process. But now that I am much better and my wound is now pretty much closed up, I'm the one doing things around the house because I just like want to get back into doing it. I haven't showered in a few days, so while she got here, I got to shower. And yeah, thankfully, because obviously I have the event tonight and I just forgot all about it because last night Sailor was not being the best baby. He was super fussy, and so I didn't get to shower. I just wanted to go to sleep as soon as he went to sleep. So also got to change him. It's gonna be pretty warm this week and I'm so excited. I'm excited, but I'm not, because he's already fitting into 0 to 3 month clothes, mostly 3-month clothes. That's what this romper is. I remember buying it like while we were still pregnant, and I was like, I cannot wait to put him in this stuff. And it's only been a month and I'm already putting him in this stuff, and it's crazy. Oops. It's crazy to think that he's a month old. I keep forgetting, like, obviously he's gonna fit into 0 to 3 months. He's not 0 months anymore. He's 1. Oh, I can't even deal. I can't deal. Also, he's like lifting his head like great. So strong. Even when we last saw his pediatrician, she was like stretching him, like trying to see his strength, and she was like, he's incredibly strong, which he is. Sorry, I'm like sweating because, like I'm saying, it's really warm. Anyway, so cute, my little boy, my little baby boy. As I was saying, actually I don't remember what I was saying, but thankfully, like, thank my mom, seriously, because, dude, I don't know, I was like, if she doesn't come at a certain time, or if she doesn't come today at all, I was gonna have to take his bouncer for the first time and put it in the shower with me, or not in the shower with me, in the bathroom with me while I showered, which I haven't had to do because I'll shower like every other day at this point at night because Randall is here, and like I'll literally breastfeed him to sleep, give him to Randall to burp, and then he falls asleep, and then I go shower. I'll probably see you guys way later because this is all I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna have my lunch. I prepped last night some meals for the week while I got the chance to do that. Randall was having him while he was all fussy, and I cooked. So I just warmed it up right now before I fed him. So hopefully he goes down. Might have to wrap him while I eat. Ooh. But yeah, this is my baby. Oh yeah, and his burp cloth is also from Parachute. Say hi to the world. They're gonna see you grow up on here now, just like they did with Avery, Papa. But yeah, honestly, as expensive as Parachute is, their stuff is so worth it because it's quality over quantity, guys. Seriously, especially because it's like home and baby stuff. It's like such an investment, and that's the reason I got his last name embroidered, because that way I can keep them for our next babies. Look at this kid. He like smacks his head around on me and he's unbothered. Anyway, that's my update for you guys before I keep talking and make this vlog super long for no reason. Oh baby. And I still have to figure out what I'm gonna wear. I know what shoes I'm gonna wear because I just wore them, but things are barely fitting me again. All my weight gain was pretty much in my legs and butt. And then obviously my stomach stretched out, but my waist shrunk down pretty much to my normal size. So I've just been wearing a belly band, aka my sweet sweat band, because I ordered. Here's the thing. Here is something that I wanted to update you guys on. I'll probably show you guys throughout the week what it looks like at some point when I can stand up and show you guys how I wear it. But if you guys have been following me for a while, especially on Instagram, you guys know about Sweet Sweat, and I have their bands, their waist trainer band, because I love working out with their bands. They have multiple ones. They have ones for the thighs, arms, everything. But I love the waist one, and it's just so comfy. Like once you have it on for a while, you don't even, like, you forget you have it on. I honestly keep forgetting that I throw it on. I don't have it on right now, but I ordered specifically pregnancy belly bands to obviously have post-op, and I kept reading reviews. I ordered 2 different ones. I ordered the Freedom Mom one. Don't get it. I don't recommend it. And then I ordered one from Target that my mom actually had when she was post-op. So it's been years and Target still carries the same one. Also don't recommend it. And here's why, because both of them, both sets of reviews said, oh, it's so comfortable, you can wear them as if you have a C-section, they're so comfortable enough to sleep in. Sold. I bought it. I bought the Freedom Mom one, came, didn't like it. I couldn't even sit down on the couch without it riding all the way up. Like, I needed it to sit pretty low on my abdomen because my belly went low. And it just kept rising, and then it was hitting my breasts, so it wasn't going to be possible for me to breastfeed while having it on. And so I couldn't even imagine sleeping with it, so immediately I took it off, put it back in the box, returned it. Then the one from Target came, and it did the same thing. So I literally was like, I'm just gonna use my Sweet Sweat bands. The only difference between those and an actual belly band for pregnancy is the fact that the Sweet Sweat ones are meant to be sweat in. So that's why I didn't want to use them right away, because I have an open wound. If my wound wasn't opened, or if I never even had a wound to begin with and it was just my C-section scar, I would have worn it right off the bat, but I didn't want to be sweating into my wound, even though we had it bandaged, whatever, you know, blah blah blah. But now I'm wearing that one. So comfortable, and I can easily tell you it's probably so comfortable to sleep in. I just don't sleep in a band. I just wear it throughout the day. But anyways, we can talk about that another time. My camera's gonna die. I will see you guys later. Okay, Sailor and I are off. He's back there with a baba, so hopefully he'll be okay. I'm freaking sweating, and I should be good on time. It's only 5:08. My heart is like kind of broken. I just dropped off my little Sailor with my mom. So he's doing a night with grandma, but he literally, the bottle fell out of his mouth and was crying for a little bit, which was fine. And then he really started like crying, because at first it was just like, oh, my bottle fell type of cry. Help me fix it. But then he like truly started crying, like I could see the wet in his eyes. And it broke my heart. I literally almost started crying. But then at that point, I was almost here when he first started crying because I noticed his bottle fell. I almost pulled over, but I was like, no, we're like halfway there. And he literally started like bawling, and it like just tore my heart apart. And so right now that I'm leaving him, I didn't even get to walk him inside. My mom took him from the car and everything. Oh my, mi corazón. Anyway, he's fine now. She's in good hands with him. He's in good hands with her. I'm now going to Alex's. Hopefully it'll take me the 10 minutes that she needs to get ready still to get there, which it usually does from my parents' house. It's always only taking me like 10 minutes, but hopefully there's no traffic. I got lucky right now. I barely missed traffic from my house, which is typically crazy. So anyway, see you guys soon. I'm here with Alex. You miss us? This duo? Okay, we've made it to the Venice location. I know, this one's so cute. They're doing welded bracelets over here. The tablescape. We just had dinner, and now we're on to dessert. Yum. Oh, vibes. Wow. Screenshot. I'm on glass number 2. Lemonade. She's babysitting her lemonade. Her ice is gone. Man. And this is the tablescape. There's Maddie from Parachute. So they gave us wines. So pretty. OMG, you guys. This just happened. Now do you feel better? He just protruded all of the breast milk he just drank. And now he looks like he feels so much better. I literally just wrapped him. Alexa, off. Look at him breathing. Oh, my poor baby. Oh my god, you guys. It's all over me. Look at it, it's seeping. I had to pull out the vlog camera because this is a good morning. Good morning from Sailor and I. Well, let me go figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. We figured it out. We are now back to breastfeeding. He literally, I kid you not, you guys, I ended up breastfeeding him all night because I was gone last night, which was so nice. That dinner was beautiful. It was delicious. It was awesome. I'm so glad that I got to go with Alex. Also, just so great to finally put a face to the name. It was also Parachute's first event back since the pandemic, so that was just like so lovely to be a part of. But my breasts were like, I was in pain because I don't know if I told you guys, but my plan was to feed him before I left to my mom's to drop him off, and because he didn't stay asleep and like didn't nap while I was getting ready the entire time like he usually does, he was like feeding throughout. Like I was like literally feeding him throughout, and so I like literally got ready super late. I was planning on leaving by 5 and I left like at 5-ish. So I made him a formula bottle to have in the car because I knew he was gonna throw a fit, which ended up happening like I told you guys. And yeah, so it broke my heart. And so my boobs were full and they were engorged basically all dinner. which wasn't like too bad because I've gotten used to it. Like I usually don't feed him, I don't like breastfeed throughout the night, so I no longer leak throughout the night, which is super nice. Like I've been building that habit because we do a bottle at night. I feed him right at bedtime. That's his longest sleep window, and then when he wakes up, which is only 2 more times throughout the night, he does basically like half the bottle one time and then half the next time, so like basically 2 ounces each waking, and then by the time we wake up, which is usually like 6, I breastfeed him again. So we've gotten that routine pretty much down. So yeah, but I guess Randall had it pretty rough when my parents dropped him back off. I came home and he was asleep, so I just put him in his bassinet because he fell asleep on Randall and Randall didn't want to move him. So I just grabbed him, threw him in the bassinet. I didn't throw him in the bassinet. I put him in the bassinet and I got ready for bed myself. We had a pretty easy night, but because my boobs were so engorged, and like I was in, like by the time I got home, I was in pain. So I breastfed him basically all night. And yeah, my mom should be here shortly because we have to go to my appointment. I actually see my OB today, so hopefully everything looks great. We're back in the bouncer. We tried the swing and he didn't want to be in there. I really hope that eventually he gets used to it because I'm not sending it back. I personally really like it, and I just feel like he is going to end up liking it, maybe when he's a little bit older. So I don't want to get rid of it, especially too if we have other babies. I just really like it. He really likes this Bjorn bouncer though, and I like it too. I'm actually really shocked that he liked it this soon. My mom was the one that mentioned like taking it out sooner than I would have wanted to, or that I was like thinking. So yeah, we just like chill on the couch together as I bounce him because I do have to bounce it. That's the only thing, and that's the reason why I really like the swing, because it's automatic, it swings on its own. There's a bunch of different settings. I really like it. You guys blew me up on Instagram when I posted about it, so I will link it in the description box for you guys. And my mom still isn't here yet. I'm going to answer some of the questions that I did get. So this one, I really did want to talk about this because I basically had this misconception, I guess, or just judgy people in my DMs all the time about drinking coffee while pregnant. Let's not get into that. But someone did ask, does drinking coffee affect your baby's sleep pattern since you're breastfeeding? Because it definitely affects my son's. If I drink any, he won't nap at all, so I had to stop. First of all, I'm so sorry for your well-being because I don't know how I would survive. I actually don't even have coffee or anything right now. He's just staring at me. But it definitely hasn't, and I think that a huge role has to do with the fact that I did drink it while I was pregnant. I didn't for like the first trimester whatsoever. Immediately after I found out I was pregnant, coffee disgusted me, even tea for a little bit, but I was kind of forcing myself to at least drink green tea because I needed caffeine. My caffeine headache was piling on top of being sick. My caffeine headache was just, I was not having it. It was making life 10 times worse. And then I think towards the end of my second trimester is when I finally stopped being sick as often, and I would like have coffee basically like once a week, if that. And then my third trimester, basically all of those symptoms went away and I felt great, and I was having coffee every day again. So I definitely think that has a huge role in it. Because honestly, no, I can have caffeine and his sleep pattern is pretty much the same. So we lucked out with that one, I guess, because that seriously sucks. I honestly would probably stop breastfeeding. That sounds harsh, but like my caffeine, like even still, like I'll get a caffeine headache if I didn't have enough caffeine, or like the other day I literally did not have enough caffeine and my headache was horrible, so bad that I could like hardly concentrate on the things that I was doing. So just for literally my well-being, I would like have to have caffeine, and probably just stick to formula, or like, yeah, I don't know, or even power through it, like make sure that his sleep pattern, I mean, adjusts to the fact that your caffeine intake is affecting it. Like just have him adjust. Also, it's like newborn stage is like super hard. He like just adjusted to his sleep pattern, I want to say within like the last 2 weeks. It has not been consistent like this since we've been home from the hospital. I would say maybe 3 weeks. So definitely like the first 2 weeks were not like this. And obviously in the hospital I didn't have any caffeine either, so seriously, we just lucked out with a great baby. Someone else asked, do you think the world is more scary now? No. I just totally get the worriness over your baby now. Thankfully, like we have people that we trust in order to like watch him and stuff and be in good hands if we ever need it. Like last night I obviously needed a babysitter, and that was my parents, and if not my parents then it's Randall's mom, and we totally trust them. Yeah, I mean, like being in the car and driving with the baby is like, it's pretty normal to me. I think it's more so because I already had that. Like I would watch Avery all the time, literally since she was a baby, so, and like would drive around with her in the car. I think that's when it was more scary, because it was like the first time I was driving around with like a kid in the car, but then I just like got used to it over the years, so it's not scary. I also think that I've always thought about the world as a scary place, but then that's where like my faith comes into play, obviously. Just like prayer and keeping my faith in the Lord and knowing that everything's gonna be okay. So no, I don't think the world is more scary. I never really thought about it as being scary. It's just things that happen that are obviously horrible and shouldn't be happening, but it does, unfortunately. And honestly, that's a huge reason too as why we don't want to raise kids like in the city area. Piper just came out from under the couch. Obviously we want to move out of state and like in an area where we're not attached to neighbors and where we have land, and just like a safer area for him to be able to go outside and play without that worry aspect, because that's what comes into mind. His ball going into the street and like dumb people just speeding through stop signs or like speed bumps or whatever the case is, and like something horrid happening, because that has happened. Like we know people where like their child unfortunately has passed because of a stupid driver, and just because they were playing outside and their ball literally rolled into the street and they went after it. So like stuff like that is like a huge thing for us. Moral of the story, no, I don't think the world is more scary. It's been the same. People always say that they don't want to bring children into this world, and I think that's a dumb way to look at it. Obviously that's my opinion and my perspective, just because I come from a faith-based perspective. Like I am Christian, and I just believe that children are miracles, and we literally were blessed to have tried first time and gotten pregnant, and now we have this gorgeous little human being. And I think every time that I look at him, I just feel like so fortunate and so blessed and so grateful to God that we get to like have this baby and raise him. And I think that that's where you start realizing like, okay, what are our next steps? And I think that that's what God is teaching us and leading us to, is to just be better parents, and to, I think babies put into perspective life a lot. And I think that the whole, like, the world is a scary place, this is not like what I want to raise children in, is just kind of dumb, because I think we all just need to keep growing and adapting, and I truly believe that the world will become a better place soon. So that's just me. Someone else asked, where is his bassinet from? His bassinet is from True Bliss on Instagram. They have quite a few model of bassinets. Okay, hi, good morning. It's Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. Lots of doctor appointments yesterday, so I didn't end up vlogging literally anything. Thankfully though, I am 4 weeks and 5 days as of yesterday. Post-op, I will be 5 weeks literally tomorrow, postpartum. And I saw my OB yesterday for my appointment, so thankfully she cleared me. I'm all good. My scar and my wound look great, she said, so I'm good to go. Sailor then had his appointment later in the day, and he is also good. Basically just has sensitive skin. Hopefully his like rash basically is what happened, clears up in the next 4 to 5 days, basically the next week. Just have to get him basically like unscented stuff, which I already kind of knew, which is why I stopped using like the lotions and stuff that we got. You know, I just used what we had from our showers. I didn't want to like have to go out of my way to go return them or re-gift them or just have them sit there. So we were using them, but I knew better. I should have known better that like scented stuff, because for me, personally, I just don't like overly scented items, and his bath stuff was. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna give him a bath tonight with some breast milk, and hopefully it'll like soothe it a little bit better. It seems to have been whenever I rub it all over his face and his chest. But anyway, my mom is here watching him super quickly while I film super quickly a Princess Polly haul that I'm so excited to film, because I got a bunch of new like summer pieces, and just for me personally, like I had to size up in some stuff because I am still in the process. Like I just mentioned, I literally just got cleared, which is great. I'm super excited to be able to slowly ease back into working out and getting back into being active. But for the time being, I did get some stuff that will fit me. I also got some stuff, you know, in my normal sizing when I wear like oversized stuff and whatnot. Anyway, I'm gonna go film, because that way I'm not taking forever and my mom can not be here all day, because, you know, she's helping me out just with the baby super quickly while I do this, because I was supposed to do it yesterday, but then our day was filled with doctor appointments, and I was literally exhausted when we got home that I was trying to put Sailor down for like about an hour, and then he finally went down and we both knocked out for like 2 hours, which was phenomenal. I hope it happens again today. We are wrapped. He's only been burping, not spitting up, so that's a good thing. Oops. Let's go somewhere where it's not noisy. My mom left a while ago. I finished filming a while ago. Let's hop in the nursery. There's my mini me. Also literally took Piper out. That's why I had wrapped him. That, and hopefully he'll fall asleep. Maybe in a little bit, because I fed him and he just stayed awake. So he's yawning now. My angel. Also, before you guys come for me about how his head needs to be in these flaps, or like in this, I usually have him like this. He wiggles out of it, or he starts crying, because he likes falling asleep with his head weighed back, which freaks us out. So I usually have my hand around him, or like my arm if I'm doing stuff. But he loves this, like literally loves it. He loves having his head back. And then he'll position himself comfortably in here. When he falls asleep, then I tuck his head in. But yeah, he doesn't like it. See, he moves his head a lot, you guys. He is a big baby. So, update on his little skin rash, basically, what has been going on with his face. His face is like drying up and it doesn't get red anymore, but his chest is still red. And she said it could be just like from sweat and like rubbing himself on you guys or whatever. So I'm not going to change our detergent because I think that it's fine. I just think it's a waste of money to buy the baby detergent because it's literally just clear hypoallergenic detergent, which is what I get because I have sensitive skin when it comes to detergent. So I get 2 different types, and one of them is an all clear hypoallergenic one. Has worked fine. It's what I washed all his stuff with beforehand, and this skin thing came up last week. So I don't think it's that. I think it was definitely the products we were using for bath time. So that's the only thing we're switching, because I don't know if I talked about it already. I think I did. Otherwise, I'm just chilling at home, guys. This is what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, and edit. Duh. Baby yawns. Baby yawns. These are gonna be your YouTube family one day, baby. They're watching you grow up on screen. Current editing situation. Mug for the haka after I'm done. Coffee that's like hours old. Stanley tumbler with lots of water. Almond butter pretzels. I was gonna set up my camera because I'm literally bouncing him with one hand and editing with the other. But then he was chilling and I thought he was gonna fall asleep, which he did for a little bit, but he's like fighting like the drowsiness. And then he just like fully wakes up. But then I know that like part of it is because he stops feeding for like the entire 20 to 30 minutes that he used to feed for. More like 20. He used to feed for like a good 20 minutes and now he's only doing it for like 10. Sometimes not even that. Anyway, a little mom update for you. Target. Just did a bunch of returns. Now we're shopping. It's baby's first time in Target. Alright, we're back home. Buddy's listening to, I don't know what my mom put on, but he's in my mom's travel bassinet. She brought it here. I am going to make some lunch before little man calls me for a feed. So, yeah, I'm just gonna make some turkey sandwiches. I make 2 because I cut off the crust and it basically becomes like super little. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then we'll see where the day takes us because we'll just be here. Target was super quick because I just got necessities. And thankfully the store credit thing like basically covered everything, and I still have a gift card also that I didn't even get to use. Grab some coffee and my baby is just so happy. We got a little happy baby. Happy squirmy baby. Hopefully it lasts. Good morning. This kid and his head. He's been trying to push that one out all morning. Finally came out. So we're gonna change his diaper and change him into what? I don't know. I'm obsessed with this little romper. So maybe I'll put that on him because it's just so cute. But then I'm also obsessed with this one. What are we gonna put you in? It's like literally the best thing ever. I, as a little girl, had a, a little toy baby, and like the good ones, not when they were like all made of plastic, when they were still like squishy. Like the only plastic parts on my baby were her head, her hands, and her feet. Everything else was like stuffed. So she felt like a real baby. And my favorite part was dressing her up, and it was so sweet because my mom kept a bunch of my newborn clothes, so I literally got to dress her in like real baby clothes, not like fake from the store baby clothes. So I have like my own little baby, that I get to dress up every day. Oh, Bubba. He's like really trying so hard to laugh, and I like can't wait to hear his little giggle. I can't wait, yeah. He scratched his face really bad yesterday, so I'm gonna throw him some mitts. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you're okay. Oh yeah, also Desitin. I think I've already talked about this. Desitin is your best friend for a newborn and diaper rashes. Also, just in general, I apply a minimal amount when he doesn't have a rash, but like double the amount when he does, and it clears up in like a day. He's hungry. He's looking for my boob. Okay. Okay, I do want to talk about this though. Drinking and breastfeeding. What's the tea on that? Because I know a lot of you guys saw that I posted that I was drinking wine at my dinner. And I constantly say that I'm breastfeeding, which is true. Pumping and dumping has been debunked, you guys. I honestly don't even know where that came from. I always thought like, wow, that's such a waste. Unless you get like shit-faced, unless you're like drunk, like blacked out, or like, you know, basically on the verge, aka drunk, unless you're like literally wasted, pumping and dumping might be the way to go. Or utilize that pump instead of dumping it, make it for milk baths. You know, like basically where the baby isn't going to ingest it. But basically, if you have, like, say in my instance, I had 2 glasses of wine at dinner on Monday. After an hour, alcohol is literally out of your system. So once that hour is up, it is totally safe for you to breastfeed. So basically by the time I got home, it was like 11, and I had finished my drinks well before 10 p.m. I think I finished them around 9. So I knew it was going to be safe enough for this little boy to breastfeed basically by the time I got home. But yeah, so basically start counting the hour after you've finished your drink, I think they say. Not from the start of your drink, but from like the time that you finish your last drink. But yeah, even if you're like drunk and stuff, like by the time you start like feeling better and whatnot, I don't know, I've never gotten drunk. I've never been into drinking like that. My type of drinking is a glass of wine at dinner type of thing. That's more my speed. So like for me, I just feel comfortable enough to just wait it out and then breastfeed. But again, if you feel more comfortable pumping and dumping, at least don't do the dump part. Utilize breast milk because it really is liquid gold. Like, oh my gosh, you really don't realize it until you breastfeed how important your milk is. So yeah, that's the tea on that. Good morning. It is a Monday morning and I just fed this little guy. I don't know what I last filmed, but we didn't really do much over the weekend, so I just completely forgot that I was vlogging, and I didn't vlog anything. And it actually would have been nice to like vlog yesterday, just because we were like doing, actually no, not yesterday. Am I thinking of Saturday? I don't know. But we ended up grabbing dinner like literally just last night. We usually do like Sunday night dinner where we like go out to get something, just because we didn't end up having like a date night or like date nights Monday, Friday or Saturday. Anyway, this week is a whole new week, so I gotta start vlogging for this whole new week, but I just wanted to end this vlog properly because I hate having outros where... Piper, can you... Just kidding. Anyway, because I hate having videos end with like no outro basically, or not a proper one. So yeah, our weekend was pretty much just like, it was really hot. It's gonna be getting way warmer here. No, she went under. But, you know, stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to keep seeing more weekly vlogs from me. That'll let me know that you guys are interested. Or comment below and let me know. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next videos. Bye!